Let's hope I have enough fucking memory on this shit. Again, this cannot, yo, you guys cannot. This is what's wrong with America right now. You're letting these non-American weirdos come from across the seas and try to dictate the way the fuck our way of life is. How can you be scared of fucking a young kid running away from you? How elaborate is that? He had ample time to keep shooting this dude. Was he gonna wait for fucking dude to get closer up to him? Shoot one white guy and then then run away from him? Because what? Two other white people were screaming to go get him, to stop him. Then one black guy that was actually with the fucking people that Cal, one of the people that Cal shot. Matter of fact, I think both. Fucking chased him. Fucking rocked his jaw. He hit the yo. I swear to God, yo. I hope that one of you guys get into the same shit with one of your own, because that's when it's really gonna come down to. It's gonna be with one of your own, and then y'all are gonna try to sit there and say, "Oh, they tried to attack me because of reasons. You let that dude get off of it." And then you keep saying like, "Oh, the left had guns. There was people from the left there that had a gun. The dude Cal shot had a gun. The other guy, the first dude, he was with somebody who had a gun. You see it in the videotape. Yo, I don't know why you people let this dude fucking sit here and feed your mind with stupid
but probably
shit.
haven't watched the video yourself. No, I watched the video.
Watch the video.
If you've not watched the video, I'd like to hear if your perspective changes after seeing it yourself. It seems clear to me that Kyle Rittenhouse didn't take an assault rifle, as you said, just shoot unarmed in his...
Also, one of the victims actually killed Rittenhouse. They'd be getting lesser charge because the court would find that there was adequate provocation. Stop listening to 12-year-olds. There are adults here too. Yeah, like...
What? No. If he would have killed him, they would have been like, dude, why would you chase somebody with a gun that's running away from you? Are you a fucking idiot? What? Or even if the first dude, they'd be like, dude, what the... Matter of fact, they wouldn't have caught that kid. Oh, the FBI probably would have, because he would have took his gun. And the FBI would have seen that shit and been like, all right, guy, give back, like, whatever. But again, remember, Hasan, the FBI did not get involved with this shit unless they got subpoenaed to fucking answer questions. They didn't care about this case. They didn't care about this case like you people care about this case. It's fucking mad.
Yeah, if the skateboard guy killed Rittenhouse, he would not be going to jail.
No. Yeah, he would have. Oh, he would have got sent up the river.
If the skateboard, which is, of course, a deadly weapon, not an AR-15. An AR-15 is for healing people.
A skateboard is a deadly weapon when you use it as a deadly weapon. If you're using it as a board or whatever, it's a deadly weapon. A baseball bat could be a deadly weapon when you use it for its non-intended purposes. What? A lead pipe could be a fucking thing. A frying pan. A kitchen knife. Rat poison. Like, what else? Do I have to go down the line of things that could be used as a deadly weapon? Holy shit, dog, yo. You could fucking poison somebody with aspirin. Fucking, you can't drink hand sanitizer. You can poison somebody with hand sanitizer. Crack a bottle over somebody's head. You can kill somebody with your fucking hands. Ain't you from fucking like the world's most dangerous place? How you talking like this?
But a skateboard is a deadly weapon.
Like
if the skateboarder had fucking ended up killing Kyle Rittenhouse with a skateboard,
he would have been fucking...
I don't believe he'd be going to jail.
Yeah,
straight up.
Don't believe. No, he would definitely be going to jail, dummy. Fucking stupid. Dumb as rocks, bro.
It's not a protest when you're destroying cities. Bro.
Exactly.
What the fuck are you talking about,
riot.
dude? You can't just go to an area with your...
Exactly. We'll say that again. You can, to go protect property. What the fuck are you saying? We've already established this. If you've watched the court case, we've established this shit. Or at least the jury hasn't yet. But
gun to be like, well, it's not a protest. They're destroying cities, so I'm going to start blasting. Like, shut the fuck up.
Is that what he did, though, Hasan? This is all defamation. You know that, right, guys? You're making up stories without watching any fucking evidence. You, the Young Turks, fucking Vosh, all of you guys. Especially when you're sitting there calling this dude a fucking white supremacist. If you guys have evidence of this shit, please present it. Because I can call you guys white supremacists for the way that you guys act. Like, holy fucking shit. holy shit. Not my fault. Go on. You know the law. You didn't say anything?
This is an interesting precedent about this type of thing. Minnesota homeowner Byron Smith convicted of premeditated murder. A Minnesota homeowner who shot and killed two...
Not the same thing, bro. Not the same thing as fucking going downstairs with, like, what you call it, a bear trap, yo? Fucking thing. Opposed to go into a place with your gun pointed down. You are visible. People see you. Everybody sees you. There's no pictures of this dude fucking provoking anybody. What are you going on? Just him being there? This dude is a bitch. Hasan is a big bitch if he's scared of fucking Kyle walking away from him with an AR. Never pointing the gun at him at all. Pussy.
Armed teenagers during a
Straight
break-in
pussy, boy.
was quickly convicted of premeditated murder on Tuesday. Why did he do that? Because he waited for them to fucking break in. He knew that they were going to break in.
Different.
The attorney said he was fearful after previous burglaries, but prosecutors argued Smith laid in wait in his basement and intended to kill the teens with a setup so elaborate that lead prosecutor Pete Orput compared it to a deer stand.
Yo, you can tell these dudes ain't... What? You don't really listen to... You're right, you don't listen to hip-hop, yo. So you should never say Henny or any of those things like that, dog. You know nothing of the real world. Nothing of the real world. What you're telling your fucking... Yeah, however many... you probably got a lot of followers, which is even scarier. But you're telling all of them that when they get chased down the fucking street, right? They do not have the right to fucking turn around and shoot them if they have a gun. They gotta wait till the danger is imminent. The person's gotta... What the fuck did I do with those papers, bro? Shit. That sucks. Yeah, the assailant has to be actually on you. Before you can scream out rape, you gotta make sure that the dude has penetrated you first. Or the person has penetrated you. Or you've been salamanded. Somebody violated you. You can't call that until that. That's what this is being said. But he's gonna try to tell you about something that has nothing. Nothing. No, can't be anywhere. What? Again, we could only know that if this dude stands up on some... It's not fair. What the... Is it fair? Primal fear? Might have been primal fear. If he pulls up on some Ed Norton shit, then yeah, I'll apologize. Or even in the last minute, somebody has like some fucking video cassette tape of this dude calling everybody the N-word. Then yeah, I'll give it to you. But we've not seen any of that. And you guys keep calling him a fucking white supremacist Nazi.
Their key evidence was an audio recording that captured the killings in chilling detail, including Smith's taunts as the teens died.
Exactly. All the evidence in the world. So
there's a lot of fucking freaks like this too.
Caught.
And remember, what those teenagers were doing were fucked up in that situation. Okay? What those teenagers were doing in that situation, breaking into someone's house and stealing their shit, that's fucked up.
No, that's
fucked
different
up.
Though.
But you can't just be like, all right, well, they're doing a bad day. Time for murder.
I love how you can see that there's a safe date.
What makes me more sad about this case is that it seemed that 95% of the chat is broke out. That's not true. That is literally not true. This community is one of the few fucking communities on the internet where it's not an overwhelming amount of people who are like pro Kyle Rittenhouse. Go anywhere else and you will see psychos like literally nonstop talking about like he's a hero, dude. There's just a large ass fucking minority of people in here that are fucking creaming their pants. Because they're, you don't like minorities? Fat brained, okay? They're just like Ameroids and think that it's like,
don't like
appropriate to just like run around with a fucking AR-15 at a protest. Sorry, it's just the truth. You're fucking delusional and you have a weird type of...
Was he running around or walking around asking people if they wanted help? And then saying that, did he start running after the... All right, I'm sorry.
American brain disease. You think that like, you can just do this, that this is normal.
You and the Turks. Got the right
comparison I made to fucking running over protesters is exactly the same. It's literally the same.
Big difference.
Fantasizing about driving over protesters and being able to get away with it legally by invoking self-defense is the exact same shit that Kyle Rittenhouse is in right now. It is what would make the fucking not...
Again, if people are surrounding your fucking car, what do? Do you just sit there and let them rock your car? Probably tip it the fuck over? or you're gonna rev the engine and run through him. I mean, if the dude was there by accident and he rolled down his window and said, "Hey, excuse me, blase, blase," and you guys would have, like I've never seen you guys do this. Antifa, that is, separate for somebody to get through. I've yet to see you guys compromise for anybody else, unless it's somebody with the right mind that comes out of nowhere, like in that thing, like at that. Well, the protesters that were at that riot, they were saying, "We're not with that dude. Stop him from doing fires." They were saying that. Hasan, how come you're leaving this part out, and that part out, and this part out, and that guy had a gun, and this bullheaded motherfucker was chasing him.
See,
I'm sorry.
In Charlottesville, get away with a free kill. And the most disgusting part about that is the conservative, the GOP, literally saw James Fields Jr. travel to fucking Charlottesville, drive into a crowd with his vehicle, okay, and then face a fucking life sentence for that, and decided in 30 states we are going to implement a legislation that would absolve him, okay?
What?
And you dummies, if you're like a leftist or if you're like a fucking liberal, you idiots are literally defending that mentality. It's so stupid.
Again, that's the thing. That seems like two different things.
So insane, dude.
A kid going around.
Can I shooting turn me to the left? Before that was a weird ass change, but then I saw people defend him and I turned hard left. Well, you are in the minority there for sure. I think a lot of fucking people who thought that they were leftists are like broken brained by being American and now are like, no, it's fucking fine.
Now a broken brain.
You believe Kyle showed up with the intent to murder? I believe that Kyle Rittenhouse, first of all, it's like impossible to fucking prove. I mean, there is some evidence to show that.
It's impossible to prove, but he's going to sit here and fucking say it, though. It's impossible to prove, but you can say it with fucking, 100% certainty?
Like,
this shit's nuts,
he is
bro.
incredibly irresponsible with his gun.
Shit.
Or not with his gun, but he's incredibly irresponsible and has talked about, like, shooting fucking people before. Okay?
When he didn't have his gun.
But without a shadow of a doubt, I can't say that.
Oh, I want to be cool with you guys.
I can only look at his actions. And his actions, especially when matching his like previous fucking takes, especially when matching the very famous conservative trope of like wanting to fucking get illegal
feelings. Nothing but beige feelings. You don't really care at all. Controversy is the same as capitalism. So this boy facing life means nothing to you. Where to me, I'm sitting there like, oh fuck. If this dude can have all the evidence in the world and get convicted, that means he's worse than a nigga. You feel me? O.J. Simpson got off fucking thing. I don't know if, because Destiny says you gotta pay you if you can afford a public lawyer. So I don't know if this dude had money for his public lawyer, or I don't know what would be the other fucking phrase for that. I don't know what they do when you don't get appointed a lawyer or a public defender. I figured any. And I didn't know that every defense lawyer was a public defender. That they had to get I guess they get to choose if they want to take the case for the state, and then probably fucking charge him however much. But then Kyle would still have to pay. But then it's like, what does he pay the freaking? Does Kyle pay the more of it, and then the state pays the rest, or the least of it, and then the state pays the rest? I wonder how that does work. Probably should have Googled it.
Kill in a riot situation or a looting situation. Well, that's precisely what he did, and he's getting away with it.
Sorry. No, it's not.
Why else would you bring a fucking AR-15 if your goal is to save people in a...
Why would you bring an AR-15 to a place you're going to protect where there's possibly rioters? That's like saying, why would you go to a war if you're a medic? Why would they give you a gun? I'm not saying that, that he had to think of it as a war zone, but shit. Think if he didn't have his gun and he got involved with that Rittenhouse guy and those dudes. And shit, he didn't have a gun now and they wanted to rob him for something else. But you guys don't think that far. This is how I'm thinking.
Fighting situation in a riot. If there's a riot going on, you don't bring an AR-15, dummy. You just bring your fucking medicine bag.
You would know though, right? How many rides do you go to, Hasan? Because the other dude, medic, he brought a gun. The first dude, the third dude he shot, he had a gun. This nigga look like Duncan McLeod from the Clan McLeod, yo. Bootleg version.
When I first saw the Kyle Rittenhouse case, I thought it was going to be straight up case closed and conservatives were just going to call he's a bad apple with a gun, not go around calling him a fucking hero. No, of course they are. That's like their fucking fantasy, dude. That's their fantasy.
Their
Getting
fantasy,
a legal kill is a
dude.
very classic conservative fantasy.
Is it really? Why not join the army?
How is Charlottesville the same as Kenosha? The Charlottesville guy literally drove in the people who weren't assaulting him. The Charlottesville defense was also the exact same. The only difference is that in Charlottesville, there was enough fucking, he was a Nazi, okay? He was a fucking Nazi, and he drove all the way.
Did he drive all the way? I'm curious. I didn't even look into that.
From fucking Ohio, and he had fantasized about killing people, and it actually fucking they used it in a court of law against him. That's the difference.
And he got away?
Kyle Rittenhouse is not openly a fucking Nazi. Kyle Rittenhouse also, what do you call it? His prior fucking takes about shooting people that were looting were not admissible in court, according to the judge. So obviously you can't make a fucking case stick in a similar capacity. Also, I understand that there's a difference between driving into a fucking crowd on purpose, okay?
And running away
on
from
purpose,
people?
and someone who's in a situation where someone is coming up at you and you have a gun and you shoot them. I get that there's a difference there, okay?
Holy shit, I don't think you do, friend. Especially when fucking moments ago you just said they were the same thing. You just said they were the same thing. Holy fuck, dude. Yo, what coke are you sniffing? My nigga, you are on something. Oh, you must be smoking some good ass bud. One of the two. What are you doing, dog? For you to just few minutes say that, yeah, it's the same thing. It's giving them the reason to do this and da-da-da-da. No, don't get me wrong. I am not saying that they're the same thing. Holy shit.
There is more reason to believe that one is engaging in self-defense and the other is like premeditated murder. I see that. I understand that. In the eyes of the law, it doesn't fucking matter, though. Especially if these Republican legislatures are successful in implementing the fucking anti-protest driving bills. Technically, in the eyes of the law, that's true.
What? Whatever. I didn't look at that case. Probably should, but...
They would have killed him if he didn't shoot. Changed my mind. That's really interesting that you say that because apparently someone kicked him in the fucking head and, you know, he didn't get murdered. So
Exactly.
he's still alive.
Because he kept his wits about him. He got punched in his face twice.
He drove from out of state, previously stated desire to kill people, then followed through. I'm talking about Kyle.
I don't know. Yeah, well, look at him, yeah.
It's what is known as a good shoot in hog circles. I've been around, not a legal kill. They don't say they like to kill. Yeah. I mean, but it is a legal kill. That's what it is.
Don't fuck with people with a gun, Doug. Don't chase people with a gun and you won't get shot. Just remember that, Hasan. Just let people know. Let your fans know that. Because this seems real dangerous now. Now your fans are thinking that they can just run at people with guns. They're gonna find out the hard way. Holy shit. Or the worst case scenario, we're gonna have a bunch of weirdos with fucking guns now. Holy shit.
If Kyle Rittenhouse didn't have a fucking rifle with him, and if he had just like a fucking medic bag with him, no one was fucking attacking him, you dummies. You're out of your fucking mind.
He would be dead. You are fucking mad. This is the same person that didn't know that rich kids lived on the street back. Or I don't know. Somebody said before.
And the worst part about it is that now that
this,
if this case absolves him, you're gonna see a lot more Kyle Rittenhouses out there. Okay, let's get back to Bill Burr.
Innocent fucking people.
What do you want him jail forever? No, of course.
Hold on, before we get back to Bill Burr, I don't know if his dudes talked about the people in, was it Ahmaud Arbery, about his killing. Because if he gets off of that and they get off of that, people like this are gonna make it seem like it's the same thing. It is fucking not. Let's get that real clear. Those are two fucking different things, dude, by a long shot. This dude, it's sad that this dude's a fucking American, bro. It is real sad,
dude. Literally a year ago, I said Kyle Rittenhouse is like the perfect person who could be rehabilitated in a normal criminal justice system, in a normal, well-functioning society. Okay, he's young. He had psychotic fantasies. He acted on those desires. He fucked up. He killed people. He should be and could be rehabilitated. I've said this so many fucking times.
What does that mean?
I said it 2 days ago as well.
So you're gonna make him more soy? You're gonna make it so he gets his ass beat to death this time? Again, scary language, bro. Scary language. You're gonna rehabilitate him to what? To what? What did he do wrong? Besides shooting that dude the first time. What did he do wrong? He ran away, dude. He ran away and people like you fucking chased him. Big mistake. Big mistake, dog. Big mistake. Holy shit. Ask Hasan what he would have chased him while he had it.
But now he's going to be like a fucking Republican congressperson, okay?
Yeah, it doesn't look to me like he just decides to take matters into his own hands and shoots him. The first guy shot was charging at Kyle and throwing some unknown flaming object in his direction.
That's not even true. The object was not flaming.
While he was trying to run away
but it definitely
and hear
was
a gunshot directly
papers.
behind. All right, admittedly, I watch grainy footage of this shit. But here is the thing. Here is the thing about all of this shit. All right, a 17-year-old kid should not be walking around.
Murderers don't deserve rehabilitation. Sorry, this is my least. Everyone deserves rehabilitation, dude. Shut up.
With a fucking assault weapon. Okay? And then, secondly, why people are rioting and all of that stuff, like, is something else that white people have fucking ignored for hundreds of years. There is also that. Now, you should not run at somebody. You should not fucking, throw a flaming thing at somebody or anything like that. But I do not sign off on fucking people. Like, I mean, I would have to watch all of this fucking thing.
You didn't watch it all yet?
Look, if somebody comes into your fucking house, I mean, yeah. But if you're outside going down there with a gun to confront people, then I don't know. I don't know. But you are right. I haven't watched it, I guess, to the level you have. Doesn't look to me okay. The first guy shot was charging at Kyle, throwing some unknown flaming object in his direction. Well, I mean, obviously you can't do that. The second guy was shot trying to grab his rifle as he was being kicked in the face by another protester. The third guy shot was lunging towards him with the pistol in his hand. Before the first shooting, he can be seen on video running away from a group of people. My question, though, is why is he there?
What?
Okay, the cops can go down there and handle this shit.
The cops were there.
Why is he out there? That is my question. And he's retreating.
Was there?
Someone behind him fires a gun into the air. Imagine running away from a mob of people, hearing a gunshot from behind you, then turning around. Okay, here's my question for you. Imagine putting yourself in the perspective of those other people.
What?
Because the problem is that people just keep putting themselves into the perspective of the...
Right now testified on the stand that the other shot from across the property did not...
I'm scared. Yo, I'm sorry that you're even from the Bean, my dude. I'm sorry you're from Boston, bro. Holy shit. First of all, like anybody else said, yo, or fucking thing, but I also said it as well. What if you was protecting, like, all right, what if you're protecting, or what if you're a security guard protecting fucking diamonds or anything like that? These dudes come in with guns. You will or the Brinks guys. Are the Brinks guys allowed to have guns and doing shit like that? I mean, I can get the 17-year-old part, but probably fresh out of high school, he's probably feeling like a man. Again, he's probably going down there not thinking that they were gonna shoot him. Or not shoot him, chase him. I got an AR-15 across my chest. Who the fuck is chasing me? Who is chasing me? But whatever.
Factor into why he shot Rosenbaum.
The white person if they're white, or the black person if they're black. The bottom line is you should not be rioting, and the other bottom line is you should not be going out there acting like you just deputized yourself. This is a 17-year-old kid.
Yeah,
what the fuck?
That's exactly the fucking point.
That's what security
and our criminal justice
system
system is literally fucking allowing that. Like vigilanteism is now legal. Thank God.
What is he doing out there in the middle of a fucking riot?
What if he was part of any fucking security group, yo? What if he was a security group out there? A private detective or a private fucking whatever. And was out there with his AR-15 standing there in the thing, and everybody, again, he didn't even watch the video.
There's also that question, isn't there? All right, at this point, he had to choose between using his rifle or getting into a fist fight with an angry mob. Well, you're not addressing why he's out there. After this shooting, he does not flee the scene. He grabs his phone and stays with the victim. However, the mob quickly starts moving his direction and begins yelling at him, so he runs away to avoid another confrontation. Once again, the mob does not allow him to flee. Yeah, and he also inserted himself into this, is the thing that you're ignoring. And the second shooting about a minute later can be seen jogging down the street with a group of people chasing him with someone yelling, "Get him, get his ass." Yeah, because he just shot 2 fucking people.
Okay, yeah, watch.
There's also that, okay? What you're acting like is this guy was sitting inside doing his homework.
No, he was walking around asking people if they needed help. If they was there, he was there to look over somebody else's business. Well, I guess that person thing, but capitalism. It's what fucking capitalists do. Holy fucking shit, dog, yo. Then what's to justify sending anybody from the thing over to another country to kill another person? Got no business. What the fuck you doing over there, yo? That's not here. That's what the fuck is over there? fucking shit, dude. My fault.
He went out.
Exactly, dude.
No,
It's
not
psychotic.
Exactly,
Oh,
you
thank God
know
there's
it.
like a fucking older American person who's like, holy shit.
Dude.
I feel like I'm
This is
fucking
today.
losing my mind when I hear motherfuckers talk about this shit, dude. It's
This
like,
is today, bro.
God damn, dude.
Yo, you seen the fucking? You just said you seen the case and you agree that he was gonna get off on self-defense, because there's nothing. There's no evidence to the contrary, besides your feelings, dude. The only thing that makes him guilty, Hasan, is your feelings, dog. And again, that is fucking a scary idea. We have people on the stand that don't want to fucking, try him or stay because they think they're scared of death. Who the fuck is gonna give this dude a death threat if he gets off, yo? Are you serious? Or even if he fucking... Holy shit. But I mean...
Like, the notion that there's like... The notion that he was there to fucking like defend someone else's private property is also additionally psychotic and hilarious too.
Wow. Out there to confront. He went out there with a gun to join it. Okay, now if you don't have any sympathy for people that went out to riot, how do you have sympathy for somebody that went out to confront it who's not a cop?
Who confront
that is my question. All right, now I'm totally about I 100% get the self-defense thing you're saying here, but you're not addressing why he went out there.
For what?
All right. I mean, what about that guy? That same thing. That guy in Florida, where the cops are going, "Don't follow that kid. Don't follow that kid." He went out there to have a confrontation.
That's different.
Anyway, within 2 seconds.
That is different, dude. That is different. That is already... You've had contact with the fucking police, and the police are instructing you to stand down. He was walking around asking people if they wanted help. I believe if they probably... Oh no, they was giving them water. But shit, the police seen him there too. Again, there was shots going off all night. You think the police would just... If you think that the police had that shit under control as such, you think there would be that many people out there at all letting off gunfire? Why is it all right for the other dude to have a fucking gun? Hold up. Yo, Bill, don't... Come on, bro.
Of tripping a person. Tries to kick him in the face while he's on the ground, and a second person reaches down, grabs the barrel of his weapon, and is shot in the chest. He immediately sights his rifle on a man running towards him with the handgun. The man with the handgun freezes and puts his hands up for about a second. It appears Kyle looks down at his weapon.
Dude, again, you shouldn't be talking to this shit if you haven't watched the minimum of this fucking trial, bro. You should have unless this is old, unless this dude's watching 831, dude. Come on, dog. Are you fucking... This is disingenuous shit, bro. 831, and you're gonna get off on that? Oh, you're
declare a malfunction. At which point, the man with the handgun lunges towards him and is shot in the arm.
Scumbag.
Now, okay, so now imagine you're trying to get away.
That's the other part. It's like usually AR-15s, like fucking they get jammed easily, right? It's true. ARs fucking malfunction all the time. Motherfucker literally was like, "Nah, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna fix it." Not really. Cope. Not really. Copium. Get the fuck out of here.
Dude, he's on the fucking ground. There's a guy in front of him with a gun. He doesn't shoot him then. He could have easily he didn't even have to put the shit down. He could have just went like this. He could have just clacked it right there. But no, he said he aimed the gun down. You don't have to aim the gun down. You could have just been like click, clack, clack. Click, clack, boom. You know what I'm saying? But no, he probably was trying to go down so he can use his hands so he can get up. And as he seen that, that's when the dude reached in. You know what I mean? He could have turned around and ran. He didn't shoot anybody else in the back. Everybody else that surrendered ran away. Fucking clear. Except the people who did not surrender. You know what I mean? Y'all are idiots. You're idiots. You're fucking fools.
1000% jams, dude. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, okay. Even though he's only shooting at like 3 or 4.
The trial showed no evidence of that?
Exactly.
Wait, yeah, I get all of this stuff except why he was there.
Yo.
Why?
No reply to that though, right? There was no evidence of that. It's all
it literally,
there, right?
yeah. It literally happened to me. That's why. 5.56 is the shitty ammo that always jams.
Why the fuck are you there? That's what I don't get. while someone is
Okay.
screaming for people
So
to
it didn't
stop
happen
you.
to Kyle, though,
Someone
right?
sprints up behind you and throws a haymaker at the back of your head. Yeah, what you're ignoring is that he went down there to confront. He got it.
He's reading a take that
When
is
did he
like
confront?
favorable to Kyle too, like because there's some information there that is not.
Whoa, no, because he did not go down there to confront. And this shit is like fucking days old, yo.
Correct.
It's like
And
2
even then,
weeks
he's
old,
like,
3 weeks
he's
old,
ripping
bro.
Kyle.
Last month.
Confrontation. He then got
Last
involved.
month.
Like, what would you think would happen if you went down and started shooting people in a mob? What would you think if you went down and faced a mob?
Whoever did this,
You go down there with
this is from a year ago. Oh, that's why. A lot of this stuff is like not even. Yeah.
your gun.
Yeah.
He's reading a take that's completely wrong. Yeah, a lot of the information that he brought up
You're
is not even
sucking his
correct,
dick, bro.
including like the flaming fucking thing and all this other stuff. It's from 2020.
You're
I thought this
riding
was
with it,
recent.
But yet you're riding. For
I thought
it.
this was
Wow.
recent. That's why.
Wow.
That makes it even better, dude. Fucking holy shit.
What? Why does it make it better?
To face a fucking riot. And
Hold
you were
on.
against the rioters. Like, what?
Why would it make it better if it's old information? We have new information, and you feel me? Oh, my fault. That copium. We gotta feel how we felt on that day.
In that other position, what are
How
you
we
going
all
to do?
felt at that time.
All right? Put yourself in the position of the rioters who've been pulled over for years and years and years for no fucking reason at all other than for being black.
Wow.
And they could literally be driving home from a night course at college and end up dead.
What?
And the
What
people
the
who do it have
fuck?
never gone to jail.
What the fuck?
Imagine
are you
how
saying,
angry they
dude?
are.
What the
Imagine
fuck?
if they're showing up and there's yet another white person
Wow.
with a fucking assault
Whoa.
weapon walking
Whoa,
around
Bill.
and no one has a fucking
Whoa,
problem
Bill.
with it because they're white. Imagine
Whoa,
if
Bill.
you're a black guy and you're walking down the street after you just shot a couple of people who are coming at you or not with your hands up and the cops just go, oh, hey, get out of the way. I mean,
I've
if you're
seen
going to
it
do this,
before,
put
Bill.
yourself
I've
in
seen
the
it
white
happen
dude's
before.
position. You have to do that on both sides.
Yeah, I've seen that before because I watch YouTube. Again, I've watched a guy shoot somebody in like a fucking chicken restaurant. The other guy didn't even have a gun. Dude shot that guy, fucking stepped back, put his gun down. Cops came in, asked him questions, put his gun, gave it back to him. Unless the dude was a cop. I believe it was in like Texas or some shit. Probably one of them small towns where everybody knew each other too or something. Regardless of the fact, I haven't seen another one with dude stop the guy from stealing his car with a gun. Didn't shoot him, but called the cops. Cops came there. Dude put this gun on the thing. Basically, what you do. Put the gun on the thing, backed up. Whose car is this? Yada, 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 yada. I mean, granted, yeah, nowadays you still got to have that camera on because you never know what's going to happen. You never know what's going to happen when you don't have the camera on. But my fault, Hasan. I'll give you...
Okay? Now, from what you're
last 10
saying,
minutes
if
can be
it
yours.
went down the way you're saying it went down,
Oh,
then
shit.
a lot of that, all of that
And this is... You're laughing off of
paper
something that's old news.
is self-defense. But
Wow.
what I don't understand is why he goes down there.
For job.
Why
for
does he
work.
show up with this fucking gun?
For
What is he
work.
doing? He's not
For
a cop.
work.
He's 17 fucking years old.
Work.
He should be at home.
Work.
Inside,
Everybody should have
and
been
he
at
should
home.
be letting the people whose
Everybody
job it is
should
to
have been home.
stop it. He doesn't. He chooses
They
to go
were
down there,
protecting
get involved,
public build,
and face the anger of hundreds of
government
years
buildings.
of oppression. Inserts himself into that
What the fuck is that?
and is standing
He
there
shot
with a
3
fucking
black...
gun.
Oh, 3 white people. 3 white people got shot.
Okay? I would think if
3
I went
white
down
people got
with a
shot.
gun to a fucking riot, I'm eventually going to run into somebody with a fucking gun.
Yep.
That's
He
what's going
did.
to happen.
He did run into
Yup.
someone with the gun.
So, I mean,
And that person got
Bill's
shot.
obviously a homosexual communist. That's right, brother. That's right. I knew you shouldn't.
Wow. So we won't even address that the other guy had a gun too that he shot. Remember, he pointed a gun at his head as he was running away.
Trust them gingers.
Yo,
That's right.
holy shit.
That's
bro.
why he's got this tight.
Might stop listening. Oh, I never
if
listened
that
to
kid was
anyway,
fucking
shit.
sitting on his front porch even, trying to defend his house, because if they're going to come and burn down his house, you got a gun, you have every fucking right. But you start walking down you insert yourself and walk down the fucking street. You're looking for it.
That's exactly what it was.
Isn't he?
Yeah, he was looking for it. Yeah, isn't he? You don't even know because
I
you
don't
didn't
know.
watch it.
I don't know.
And this is
there's
making you
nothing
look bad.
I am not condoning what people do in riots. I think riots are wrong. I don't think that they help
That doesn't sound like it.
what people are trying to achieve. On the other side, I definitely believe that people get hired both in those New World Order fucking white peaceful protests. I definitely think that the government hires people to go down there and stir shit up. I've seen plenty of fucking videos where they just leave stacks of bricks places, you know, acting like they're fucking building. It's like sitting in the middle of the...
Yo, in saying that, right? we should observe the way that fucking Kyle is fucking pointing that gun back at homeboy, yo. Does do a little fucking thing to stop him. But again, he doesn't shoot, dog. He turns around and runs the other way. And them other two dudes look like trouble. My man was waving the gun around the whole time, yo. Dude was putting out fires and doing, like, what do you mean? For the... Oh, my fault.
The fucking road.
You didn't want to.
There's all kinds of variables here. So here's the thing, sir. Like, I have no problem with gun owners. I have no problem with self-defense. I do have a fucking problem when you're a 17-year-old kid and you decide to just go down there the same way that fucking asshole down in Florida murdered that kid. He went down. He was looking for a confrontation. He got one, and then people died. I don't know. But having said that, I'm sure your version of what happened is what's going to happen because this kid's white, and he will get off. I think that's what's going to happen, and that's not going to help things.
No, it's not going to help because the guys in South Carolina.
I don't know. That's just how I look at it. All right, and in defense of what you're saying, I haven't watched it to the level that you have watched it. But I also, I'm not going to watch this video. When I do watch it, I'm not going to watch it like this kid didn't have an option to not fucking be there.
Everybody had that option, though, bro. Everybody had that option. Everybody had that option, dude. The dudes who chased him had that option. You know what I mean? The fucking third dude, that if them dudes never chased him, then there wouldn't have been a problem. It's as simple as that, yo. Even when he says, oh, he could have dude, he had a gun. He could have shot him in the head and said it was self-defense. He was pointing the gun at me, but he didn't. You know what I mean? They was trying to steal that boy's gun. Plain and fucking simple. They was looking for a quick score. But this dude wants to make it seem like maybe because his wife or some shit was like, how could you be like that? You guys always like, you know what? White people are bad. Everybody is fucking bad, bro. That's why he shot 2 white people. That's why, that's why he shot 2 white people. First dude stalked him, tried to take his gun. Second person tried to take his head off with a fucking skateboard after snuffing him twice and then getting kicked in the fucking head. So it was a good thing the black dude didn't get hit because he'd be in fucking hell right now. Holy shit. Holy shit, the hell he would be going through right now. You know what I'm saying? And then the third person he shot never had to be there at all. At all. If he would have went back to help dude out, Kyle would have only shot 2 white people and then been running towards the police because they would have known, all right, this dude's shooting. Let him run and go do his Forrest Gump thing. But I don't know. Hasan would rather us Americans kill each other. Because, while Antifa is clashing with the Boogaloo boys, Hasan's sitting here with his fucking, I'm thinking that's the Russian flag, mixed with the Chinese flag, some shit like that, and then another fucking capitalist behind him doing capitalist things. All the handles. That's got to be like a full fucking thing. That's an old school Yu-Gi-Oh hand, and you get to draw 1 card on the draw phase, nah. You're like, oh shit. I draw TikTok. Let me still appeal to the youth. While looking like a Highlander.
Let me see.
I am the last immortal.
I want to make a total ass of myself.
You already did, bro.
Like, where did this kid live?
Big asshole.
Where does Kyle...
Holy shit. You're going to look up where he lives, but you're not going to look up anything else on the case or watch any other videos, any other shit?
Internet.
What's better, your Logan Roy or Bill Burr impression? How are ya?
Yes.
The Monday Morning Podcast.
Okay.
That's right.
That's funny for you. Okay, my fault. But you're still wrong on the facts, bro.
Sometimes I do better. Sometimes I do better when
didn't this guy drive from a long way away? The reality is, I shouldn't be weighing into this shit if I know this.
Look, don't be a fucking asshole, all right?
Well. Oh, see, no, all right, my fault. Let's cut the jokes. Let's cut the facts before we know the jokes. Let me not talk about this shit before I know little about this case.
Little about it. I mean, that is the truth. But I will. If this is another classic example of somebody who did not have to be involved, who was not a fucking cop, and went down there with a fucking weapon, And then
I've done really good ones. I've done really good ones before.
Inserts themselves in
Right.
a situation where they now have to defend themselves and then kill fucking a couple, 2, 3 people.
It was pretty good.
It's like, and then you're, well, you know, it was self-defense. It's
Tried
just
to do
like,
it one of the things.
what the fuck were you doing? You know, I always equated it to like, you know, I could fucking, you know, walk through Central Park back in the day at 3 o'clock in the morning, dressed like Liberace, singing "I'm in the Money," waving my money around. And then when somebody comes up to me and starts attacking me, I think, you know, first of all, if I get my fucking ass.
What? You're from Boston, no? Holy shit. Bad things happen at night all the time. What the fuck are you saying, Bill? You've been living in Cali fucking way too long, bro. Way too long. Well, yeah, but what? He is from what? He is from Boston, no? Holy shit. What? I guess.
B, the person who did it is still wrong, but there's also an onus on me of like, what is your response? Like, why would you put yourself into that fucking situation?
What? This fucking rape thing, no? Supposed to feel good in your skin.
All right. I mean, I don't have time to read
all
all
of
this.
You shouldn't be. Oh, yes, that. Fucking, you shouldn't be going around.
All right, 17-year-old shadowed low.
This was a nice one. And I hold Dave Chappelle, who I personally believe is one of the greatest comedians of our fucking generation, to a higher standard. If Bill...
Wow. Wow, good save. Oh, but this is only reacts. It's not even the whole fucking thing.
Bill Burr came out, who I love. I love Bill Burr. If he came out, like tomorrow, his special was all like, man, cancel culture, am I right? What's going on with these fucking trans people, huh? What's happening? What's up? What's going on there? They're fucking weird, right? Like, if he did that, I'd be like, come on, dude. Like, don't do that.
Yo, this nigga's definitely a boy from Brazil, yo. He was practicing all the accents when he went when they sent him back home, right?
Come on, that was good, dude. It got worse. Shut up.
It was pretty good.
Local law enforcement as a cadet.
Local law enforcement
filled his social media feed posts declaring that Blue Lives Matter. I mean, here's all kinds of shit here that you were fucking ignored. You're ignoring all of this type of shit. You're ignoring fucking racism. You're ignoring media hysteria. And what you're doing is you're going to just take this case and you're going to...
What's funny is you just added to media hysteria and you just don't know it. Just don't know it. Just don't know it. That was the good thing about the skeptic community back in the day. They would wait for evidence. they would wait for things to come out. You know what I mean? Then they would judge them as such and look at it and be like, well, nah, it doesn't seem like that's what you said it was. And be like, no, that, you guys would go on your rants and be like, well, nah, it's not what it says right here. Like, oh, no, it doesn't matter what it says there. It's what I mean. It's like, wait, no, but it's not what this says. What did you mean? And then they'll say what their meaning will be what exactly, if not a bastardized version of what they said. Like, all right, those are two same things, but I'll let you rock.
You're gonna fucking act like history, and there's nothing up in front of it, and you're just gonna press play.
Though, I get it. Yeah.
When these rioters are coming at him, and
we
be
have
like, boom,
cameras
self-defense.
Nowadays, though.
And you're gonna ignore all of that. And dude, I just can't sign off on that.
Stronger than a gun.
I can't sign off on that. I can sign off on if this kid stayed home.
Like I said, unless you got that.
And some fucking lunatic rioters start coming up his fucking driveway. Then
exactly, he's right.
All day long.
No.
All day.
Why would you be for that? I don't want that to happen either. I wouldn't have wanted those guys to run up on Kyle. He was there to fucking protect someone's business, and then went around putting out fires. You know what I mean? You figure the upstanding citizens you're talking about, Bill, would be like, oh, the boy's only putting out fires. You know what I mean? Looking around like a fucking idiot with his Asperger's and shit. You know what I mean? Somebody said, hey, you pointing your gun at me? He said, huh, what? Yeah, okay. Went the other way. Nobody said anything about him after that pointing his gun. Just somebody heard it. Just like how he couldn't magically hear that. Nobody else should have been able to magically hear that if he didn't point his shit at him if it was that serious. And then still, why do that shit with a fucking thing, bro? Why do that shit with a fucking... Oh, man, forget it.
Long, that's self-defense. But when you fucking go out of your way to go down there
and get into it.
Go
to his house where his mom is at now.
You know, and then he checks the victim's okay, and he put his fucking hands up. Well, what a fucking Boy Scout.
What?
I mean, I can't sign off on that. I can't.
What?
All right.
Holy
I mean,
shit.
I easily in this state that I live in
could
buy a gun for fucking self-defense. And when the riots were going on here, I easily could have gone down to where they were going on, and I could have stood there with a fucking gun and been yet another.
But that's not what he did. You'd be in the wrong for that. Now you seem like you're agitating. Sounds like you're rubbing off on some shit. You know what I mean? He was there that stand in front of businesses and things, and walked around and asked if people needed help. Washing graffiti off of But somebody that likes you over here, this guy over here who likes you so much, he's not even gonna give you that information while you live in the past. He's gonna sit there and let his audience soak this up. Fucking just all, I don't know. Hufflegrumpin? Fuzzling?
White guy in front of black people with a fucking gun, not on their side. And I could have gone down there and I could have got into it. And then when they came at me, I guess I could have shot him. I would have been in trouble because I wouldn't have had a license to carry, I guess. But you could have watched that video and been like, Bill was just defending himself. It's like, Bill didn't need to be there.
No.
I didn't need to fucking be there.
Had no business.
So
what if you had business to do that though? What if I paid
a year ago he had this fucking take
$1,000, $10,000
literally reading
to go down there?
the most like distorted and the most aggro fucking pro Kyle Rittenhouse take possible, and he still had a fucking good ass take on it. My lord.
Good ass take with no information. Best take, even though he said it 1,000 times. I shouldn't really be talking about this because I don't know the case like that. That was fucking 2-3 weeks ago. You just let that shit ride. Yeah, holy fuck. Don't be like this American. This is the American right here. This right here is American. You do not want to be like. Don't be like this American. This is the worst American ever. Holy shit. Worst American in life. Won't tell you how to use your money, but will definitely, coerce you into giving him some money. Holy fucking hell in the head.